All right, good blessed morning, everybody. Really quickly, this is kind of put on. I don't know why it came to mind today. Guys, being an Ephesian man, being an Ephesian 5's man, and women being a Proverbs 31 woman. Um, that's really the only way things will work today. You know, it's like a puzzle, and you know, I've been in it, guys. You can't do everything and make a woman happy. And this all came from a conversation on Saturday, and it came back to my recollection because I was thinking of the video that I was telling this woman about, and the video was actually a TikTok video. This woman was saying that how her grandfather and grandmother met, and that grandparent love, they stay together forever. He approached her. Her grandfather approached her grandmother and said, I understand that you're a Proverbs 31 woman, but I'm in my process of becoming an Ephesians 5 man. Once I complete that process, I'm going to come back to you and ask you for your hand in marriage. And he eventually did, according to her story. And that was so beautiful. And it led me to, and it brought back to my memory this morning, how, I never pray for my future spouse. I never do that, because what I believe when it comes to my future spouse is that she will be a Proverbs 31 woman. And once we do connect or link up, she will be under my covering. So that's when I will need to pray for her. That's when my prayer will be most effective for her, when she is under my covering. Anybody that isn't under my covering as a man or a husband, my prayers pretty much won't be. I feel like my prayers pretty much won't be as effective. Now, it's different when it's people that I minister to and I pray with. At that point, we're just two believers. So for me, it's weird. I mean, I'll pray for anybody, but for me, it's weird. I feel like if that's my helpmeet, then I'll be most effective as a husband when we pray and fast together. But anyway, that conversation came back to me. So guys, study Ephesians 5 and ask yourself, if you're waiting for a helpmeet, ask yourself, are you submitting to this word? Do you fit this puzzle as an Ephesians 5 man? I can tell you, as a husband with my ex, when we were homeless the 4 or 5 times, there was nothing I wouldn't do for those guys. Even when we walked the streets together, I carried our bags on our back. My wife didn't have to. My wife at the time didn't have to carry those bags. My stepdaughter, as young as she was, she didn't have to carry those bags. She didn't know what the heck was going on. She was just as happy, mommy and daddy out with her, and I'm like, but every time God came through. So I think that was, in all honesty, what I needed to see and to be shown, like my valor as a man, my valor as a husband, and what it actually means to be one. So I think that's what that experience was for, with my ex-wife, to really sit down and understand that, yes, I had to leave and cleave my mother and father. And of course they didn't like that, because they very controlling. But and I hope that my ex understood. I hope that she learns, because I hope that she learns what it means to be a wife. Going forward with whatever she's got going on. But I know in that situation, God made me into an Ephesians 5 man. He made me into a man that repents for his sins, and I can't do anything but appreciate him for that. I've had a conversation with a few women, and I've always referred them. I said, well, read Proverbs 31. And if you were looking to become a wife, then read it and actually understand what is telling you that a wife should be, because we all hold that as the pinnacle of being a wife. And I also want to ask, are you ready to be discovered? Are you ready to go back into something like that? Are you ready to be that Ephesians 5 man or that Proverbs 31 woman? Me personally, after a year of just kind of sitting with God, and the funny thing is the way that I was treated, it's weird. It's weird. It's very weird. The way I've been treated over this past year. I've been so blessed with it being just me and God. I've been so blessed, like, ever since my ex left. Like, I was scared because we always depended on each other, because we were homeless, and then we kind of grew into our own place. I was scared like the first week, and then I had to understand. I'm like, God is God in my life, and God had to remove this person for a reason, definitely. And now, I'm me personally. I'm just ready for my helpmeet. It's been a year of me getting used to my own place, and like, missing my kids. Of course, I still got to deal with that, and I'm not running from that responsibility. God knows I'm not running from that responsibility ever again. So whatever I got to do, whoever I got to go through is going to be and I know they're going to try to scare me and use fear and all this stuff like that. But just like I told some of you guys in that dream, and I even told Shauna this, like, God has already put the armor on me to stand against this Goliath. The thing is, I'm the only one that's going to be able to face down this Goliath. And I'm going off on a tangent. I'm sorry. The purpose of this video is, are you ready? Are you ready to be that Proverbs 31 woman so that you can find your helpmate? And fellas, are you ready to be that Ephesians 5 man so that you can find your helpmeet? All right. So you guys have a blessed morning. I pray this bless you despite my rambling. This was a conversation that was on my mind that I was talking to God about, and I decided to go ahead and put it out here. So you guys take care.